Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. In today's story, OP's sister is about to get married and OP is very happy for her. But then one day OP's fiancé comes home and tells her that sister revealed something big to him. My god, what will OP do now? Am I the idiot for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after what she did to my fiancé? So, my 28 female sister, Ella, 31 female, is getting married in 2 weeks. We've always been close, even though we have our differences. I've always been more of a laid-back, introverted person, while Ella is the life of the party and loves being the center of attention. It never bothered me much, until now. I've been engaged to my fiancé, Mark, 29 male, for about a year. He's wonderful, kind, supportive, and just an all-around great guy. My family has always liked him, or so I thought. But about a month ago, something happened that made me question everything. Ella asked Mark to meet her for coffee one day, saying she needed help picking out a wedding gift for me. I didn't think much of it at the time, but when Mark came home, he was really quiet. After some coaxing, he finally told me what happened. Apparently, Ella spent the entire time trying to convince him that I wasn't right for him. She told him I was too boring, that I wasn't ambitious enough, and that he could, quote, do better. She even went so far as to suggest that he should call off the engagement and see other people. What the hell? Mark was completely blindsided and upset. He said he defended me, but it was clear that Ella was relentless. I was furious when I found out. I confronted Ella, and she didn't even deny it. She said she was, quote, just looking out for Mark, and that she wants the best for him. When I asked her why she thought it was her place to interfere in our relationship, she just shrugged and said she was being honest. I told her that what she did was completely out of line and hurtful, not just to me, but to Mark as well. She didn't apologize. Instead, she doubled down, saying that if I was confident in my relationship, I wouldn't be so upset. I ended up leaving her house in tears. Since then, I've barely spoken to her. My parents found out about the situation, and while they agree that what Ella did was wrong, they're begging me to still attend the wedding. They think that missing it would cause a huge rift in the family, and that I should just let it go for the sake of peace. But I don't know if I can. Every time I think about what she did, it makes my blood boil. I feel betrayed and hurt, and I don't know if I can just pretend everything is fine for her big day. Mark supports whatever decision I make, but I can tell he's hurt by this too. So, am I the idiot for refusing to go to my sister's wedding after what she did to my fiancé? Oh my god. Honesty my ass. Your sister is a narcissistic, jealous, crazy witch, who is in love with your fiancé and tried to end your relationship, so she could be with him. And since she didn't succeed, she's settling with someone else and is now playing the victim. She is the a-hole here, not you. I'm so sorry that you and fiancé had to deal with someone like her, and the worst part is that she is your sister. She sucks. Your sister sucks, and your parents know that what she did was wrong, but they prefer to pretend that everything is fine to, quote, keep the peace in the family. This sucks. You won't be the idiot for not going to the wedding, and your fiancé has every right to be upset and you both have every right to want to distance yourself from your sister. I just hope someone tells the poor guy that she's getting married, that his fiancé is in love with her sister's fiancé, and that he's just a consolation prize. Maybe, this way, then he will have time to run from this mess. Not the idiot. Don't go to her wedding. Your sister didn't care about keeping the peace in the family when she tried to end your relationship, so you shouldn't worry about it now either. And if someone asks why you didn't go, don't lie, tell everything. And what did you think of this situation? What would you do if you were OP? Would you go to the wedding? Don't forget to leave your thoughts down below. Now let's go to the comments. Not the idiot. Tell your parents you're staying home for the sake of peace. Your peace. Not the idiot. Narcissists, cheaters, basically generally shitty people, all bank on the fact that your reaction to their toxic behavior will be viewed as an overreaction, and they try to pin the blame on you. This is especially true in family dynamics, with this ridiculous belief that somehow being related by blood gives someone a free pass to shit all over you. If she ever is truly repentant, then maybe there would be room for grace and forgiveness, but until then I would consider her dead to you. Not the idiot, I don't blame you for not wanting to breathe the same air as her. What a twisted and cruel thing to do. Also, it's odd that she's, quote, looking out for Mark and not her sister. Distance is key with her from now, I feel. Why do your parents expect you to go celebrate her relationship when she just tried to destroy yours? If they are confident in her marriage, they wouldn't be so upset. She caused the rift, your parents just need to let it go. Has your sister always been a monster? Not the idiot. Ella didn't do anything to your fiancé, she did something to you, she belittled you and tried to ruin your romantic relationship. Why would you go celebrate her relationship after that? It is understandable that your parents don't want the complication of children fighting and having to explain your absence. But, quote, keeping the peace, translates to letting people treat you badly to make my life easier, and that is not fair to ask, they are the parents. Hopefully they are asking Ella to apologize, otherwise they are the idiots too. And hopefully Ella's husband is aware of how casually and unapologetically she is willing to backstab and hurt her sister, who is her family, as he is, soon to be. And what about you guys? Do you agree with the comments? What do you think OP should do? Do you think she should attend the wedding and, quote, keep the peace in the family? Or do you think she should go no contact with her awful sister, and screw her wedding? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Oh, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for fighting with my mom after my cousin cut up her wedding dress? My other male cousin got engaged recently and it brought up the conversation of weddings and wedding dresses with my mom and I. A little bit of background, my mom had a beautiful custom wedding dress made for her when she got married in the 90s. Her sister, my aunt, asked to borrow it to wear for her own wedding years later and my mom agreed. The dress was later returned to my mom. When I was 16 or so, I expressed that I thought the dress was pretty, and my mom asked me if I'd like to wear it one day for my wedding. I said yes. A few years later my cousin Jiao got engaged and asked my mom to cut pieces of the dress to add to her own. Since she had already promised it to me, my mom asked me first if I was okay with it. I said I wasn't, since I still wanted to wear the dress for my own wedding. My mom said okay, and I thought that was that. Today we were talking about taking my male cousin's fiancé dress shopping, and I mentioned how I would miss out on doing that. Through that conversation my mom told me then that she'd given the pieces of her dress to Jia after all, and forgot to let me know. I was upset. First, she tried to tell me she thought I okayed it, until I reminded her of the actual conversation. She then said she thought I wouldn't really care that much and that I'd understand Jia wanted to have a part of her mom's dress. Remember, my aunt wore it too. Then she brought up how I'm not even engaged yet, dating for 7 years, and she thought my taste for the dress would have changed by now. She said I could still use other pieces of the dress Jia left behind. I'm still upset. This was something very important to me for the sentimental value the dress held. I wouldn't have minded if it was lent to my cousin intact, but the fact that it's been cut up means I can never wear my mom's wedding dress the way she promised me. I know that ultimately though, she's allowed to do what she wants with it because it's her dress. My aunt wore the dress too, so it makes sense that Jia be offered to wear it. But cutting it up? Going back on the promise? Not telling me? I feel like I was wronged here by both my mom and my cousin Jia. But am I just being entitled? Edited for clarity. Edit, even though Jia knew I wanted to wear the dress, we talked about it before, She never asked me if she could cut it up, only my mom. I don't know if she knew that I had said no. You are definitely not the idiot, OP. I am so sorry that your mother lied to you and that your cousin ruined the dress you were going to wear in your wedding. This looks like a scene from that movie, 27 Dresses. And it wasn't okay to do that in the movie, it's still not okay to do it in real life. But since we don't know if she knew you wanted to wear the dress or if she knew you were against cutting parts of it, I can't say she was an idiot in that situation either. Who ended up being the wrong one in the story was your mom. I think that in wanting to please everyone, she ended up making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, I know it was her dress and she could do whatever she wanted with it, but she had no reason to lie and hide her decision from you. And then, she tried to gaslight you when you found out about her lie, like, what the F? I'm sorry about the dress, OP, but no, you're not the idiot of this story. And what do you guys think of this situation? Do you think OP is right or is she overreacting? Would you do what OP's mom did? Or OP's cousin? Leave your thoughts down below. Now let's go to the comments. Not the idiot. Your mother is. It is true that it is hers, and she can do whatever she wants, but she put her niece's very strange desire to cut up the dress and ruin it for all time ahead of you, her daughter with a normal desire to wear the dress as is. My cousin is a very fashion-forward person who follows trends and whatnot. She had a very trendy dress that she wanted to add sentimentality to. My mom's dress is a bit older, so I could understand modernizing it a bit, and honestly I may have done one slight alteration to the neckline myself. But Jad took actual pieces of the lacy bodice straight off of the bust and waist a la Regina George. It's not wearable anymore the way she cut it up. Not the idiot, your mom is absolutely awful for lying to you and destroying your wedding dress. This would freaking kill me, not gonna lie. It would take a long time before I spoke to her again. Not the idiot. What you feel is fully justified. And I don't think it's as much about the dress, though it's certainly a part, as it is about your mother's dismissal of how important it was to you. While, yes, the dress still was hers to do with as she liked, she had made a very important promise to you. One she knew was a big deal, evidenced by her asking you about Jia cutting things from it. She broke that promise, at a time when she knew fully that you would be upset about it, and consciously didn't tell you. She didn't even limit Jia's cut from making the dress unusable. Sadly, there's little you can do but work through your emotions and hopefully let the worst of them go. Not the idiot. It's very hurtful that your mother asked you about giving away a piece of the dress but then ignored your answer and did it anyway. Not the idiot. Your mom went back on something she said, and she made excuses for why she did it. You aren't engaged, she assumed your taste would change. My mom has done similar things and I know how it feels, I'm sorry. And what about you guys? Do you agree with the comments? What do you think OP should do? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, go watch the video that is appearing on the screen right now or click on one of our playlists that are in the description to watch more videos. Until next time.